Hi everyone, this is chapter 16. We are very close to the end. Uh, the chapter opens with a tense conversation between the angry Sophie and the surprised Rosalind. Why was Sophie angry? Uh, because if you remember from last time, we knew that Sophie is in love with Spider-Man or Jordan, and she knows that Jordan wants to marry Rosalind, and that's why she's jealous and angry. Uh, Rosalind is surprised because she doesn't know anything about this, and doesn't have to do with this. Okay, she doesn't even want the Spider-Man. Petra went to Sophie to calm her down. Petra is still young and very sensitive. The next day, David awakens and Michael scolds him for sleeping too much. It was not the first time, if you remember. Michael informs him that the army he is with, it means Michael, has already fought one battle with the French, and the Sealand woman assures them they will be here in 8 hours or less. So the Sealand people are very close. They are coming closer. The Sealand woman reports that they have had to cross a lot of badlands to get to them, and wonders how anyone could have created such a terrible place. You can imagine the badland with devastating destruction after a horrible nuclear war. In one of the descriptions, she described it to be like a black glass. Okay, shiny place with nothing but black. Petra reports to David that she can see Rachel's behind things or behind thoughts of being scared. Okay, so now we know a new ability of Petra. Petra not only can detect signals from far away, but she can get to the inner thoughts of the telepathic group. So David is concerned about Petra's ability to capture thoughts that are not intended for her. So it's their ability, from their ability, is that they can keep thoughts for themselves. But now nothing is kept from Petra. Sophie awakens and prepares breakfast. She went outside and get some food. She reports to the group that the dead albino who was guarding Rosalind and Petra was discovered, and that people suspect David to do it, to be the criminal. Petra asks Michael if her father is with the army, and Michael affirms that he is. Now there is a dilemma here. Her father is coming to kill them, to hunt them, and David was so sad about this, and the Sealand woman will tell him, forget about him. He is dead now. He is with the old species. So the Sealand woman advised David to leave his father be, because his father is part of a dying species of men. The Sealand woman continues her speech, going into detail about the old people and how they were broken into fragments by tribulation. So she's telling him the philosophy, okay? Every generation takes its time of strength and victory, and then hands it to someone else, to another generation that comes after. So now she realizes that David and their kind have to cut themselves off from their old community to be able to embark on the new vision of the world as seen in Sealand. Meanwhile, the Sealand woman continues to draw closer, sending reassuring thoughts to Petra that they are coming. David watches now David is watching the battle from the cave. He watches Jordan, the Spider-Man, spotting his brother, David's father, Joseph, and shoots him with an arrow, hitting and killing him. So David's father is dead. Jordan then grabs Sophie and begins to run, but he's shot down with arrows. Sophie runs, but she's also shot with an arrow. Oh, the battle is very hot. Suddenly, they all hear a strange noise, a drumming sound, and the Sealand woman announces they are coming. The army, David and company look up to see a silver fish-shaped object like the one David had seen in his dreams as a child. So you see, we started with the dream of David and we end with the dream coming true. It is a shooting mist of glistering cobweb like threads down onto the people, on all people, on the French, on the Waknak people, and even Michael who was with Waknak people, and even the cobwebs will go smoothly until it goes to David. The Sealand woman advises Michael to remain calm and lie down where he is, because the more you fight with these cobwebs, the more it tightens over the body, and it can break the body. So David watches as people try to get the cobwebs off of them, but are stuck and struggle and fall to the ground. So this is like a new weapon from the technology of the Sealand people. The threads of cobweb began to come into the cave and stick to David. So it covered everyone. It covered trees, animals, people, everything. So that when the Sealand woman lands, so nothing moves. Okay, we'll see next time how she will cure them, how she would save them, and this will be the end of the novel. Goodbye.